People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too...
Coach, thank you. We have playoff football and bone-chilling playoff football at that in the city of brotherly love at Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They go play action now. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. 8-3.
On 1st down, Taylor tried to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Taylor, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Off the play fake, Daniels. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance it...
Then how about this, a fake? Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now it's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Philly. 57 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's no quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. On 2nd and 12, Wilson eluding the pressure right. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the play. They'll come out in the pistol. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now Wilson rolling to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Here's Wilson, forced out to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Looking to throw. Daniels. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run on first down. Taylor, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. This is the tight end, Fan. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Daniels. The open man is Smith. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hey, box truck. Yeah.
Back to throw. Daniels. He's got his big tight end, Fan. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Leo!
Off play action. Daniels. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Daniels. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
It's been a long day for you.
No pass.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
36-yard line.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Go! Rock it! Now! Me! I got this!
2nd and 15. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Five. Hey, lock it.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, 1st down. They run with Barkley on 1st down, and he gets about 5 out of it. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's just me and you. It's just me.
The pitch back, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Now 3rd down and 6.
380.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Out. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Jack, get it.
Off the play fake. Daniels. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 38 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Play action. It's Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
And 10 yards to go.
The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Wilson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. He'll return it from the 6. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
Rock it, now.
From the gun on third down, Daniels. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always taught find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Now Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Wilson now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They got a man. It's Woods. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing again here, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. 30, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. To throw is Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flushed out right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 19. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 46. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Wilson now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. It's caught by OBJ. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, and now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
We got this.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Wilson going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. And some room to maneuver. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 2nd down, Daniels. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Push him back. Hey, watch it. Alert, alert. Cut.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Dexter Lawrence in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now Saquon Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Wilson steps away to his left, and he'll score! Touchdown, Eagles! Russell Wilson doing it himself from 9 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mike 280. Mike 45.
In your face.
Here's Wilson off the play fake. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run with Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Here we go.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Wilson, off play action. And his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there. And it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Check. 25.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Check, 47. Deep grip.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hey, Charlie. Watch the slap.
2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now it's Barkley. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing is Wilson. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Off play action. Wilson rolling to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Flush to his right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danielle Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. This is fielded at the 7. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. One of the best punt returns we'll see, 93 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
And how about that play right there? 4th quarter, tie game, both sides trying to figure out who's going to make the big play. We just saw it right there in front of us. That's a monster return.
Indeed, breaking that tie with an exclamation mark. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball...
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On second down, it's Coleman. Shoves him aside. Broken tackle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Taylor. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. There's Wilson to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Easy.
Now Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
He's not going to get me. Friday.
Wilson to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wilson. That's complete to Arthega Whiteside. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Will try to punch it in. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
So don't say nothing. 36 power. Let's go.
This time Wilson will throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
On the double.
Mike 47.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
Set up. 18 Gator.
Check, 40 seconds. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Shoot.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
And it's third down. Today's final score.
Well, one win down.